All right, good morning. The market is open. Trying to make some money today. Nice rejection off the 5 EMA. 5-minute EMA, I should say. Kind of making our way back up a little bit. It's actually looking a little indecisive, not gonna lie. But we still are holding below the 5-minute EMA. Could be making a move up. Maybe we'll get a nice little entry out the 15. Could be nice. Looking for shorts today with a BS long move. You always got to expect the BS long move, unfortunately. Or short, depending on the bias. ATR is pretty high today. We started above a 20 before the market even opened. We had this crazy dump, like 200 something points, kind of crazy. But I'm also definitely feeling the shorts. Probably going to take this 15-minute trade. No, 15 minutes short. Looking for the second entry. Nice, nice. Why not the first though? Just out of curiosity. Still holding below the 5-minute EMA. Could be the momentum we need just to take out the lows. But maybe not. Maybe we'll still get that move up to the 15. This is what I'm looking for. Wick him out, wick him out. Yeah, it seems to be kind of indecisive right now. With a little bit of a uptrend. But I think any second now we're gonna either dump off the 5 or dump off the 15. So take out the lows. But we'll see. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm guessing since we didn't dump off the 5. Kind of failed to take the lows here. Okay, might miss my entrance because I'm waiting for the second entry. Yeah, that's the only problem with waiting for the second entry. Obviously, sometimes it makes a lot of sense, especially if you're chopping. But it can be difficult because then might miss any entry at all. Oh yeah, Chop City, gotta go for the second entry. For sure. So we could be trying to take the lows here. Dump through this pennant. Seriously, it's way confused. It probably like wants to sell, but like after this big dump, they're not sure if they want to because you know, it's oversold or whatever. You us? No. I'm American. Never mind. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I'd be surprised if like I sounded like I was Australian, but maybe I got a little accent in there. Technically not even awake yet. That guy. Like I made his money for the year and forgot about market opens. Yeah, pretty much. He comes in around like 8:30 my time. And then starts going ham. But also sometimes he does like talk about how he took a trade like earlier. At least that's what he's telling me. It's like he'll take trades kind of like 4 minutes after the open or a couple minutes after. And then he'll come on the stream like after he's done trading, mostly. But he also could definitely just be sleeping. Definitely. Definitely can't blame him though. If I made a bunch of money like earlier in the year, I probably wouldn't be too worried about waking up. Oh, he usually DMs you like 8:39. Jeez. Didn't happen today. Just gotta assume he's sleeping. Yeah. That'd make the most sense. You'd hate to assume anything else or anything worse. Probably just sleeping. Prakash, yo, welcome back. Waiting for news. Always a good idea. Yeah, looks like we have a little news here in the next 2 minutes. That could be why it's shopping. They could be waiting for the PMI final at 9:45, and then top of the hour we have some news as well. The ISM services PMI, as well as some other stuff. And then Trump speaks at 8 as well. So a little unfortunate. Might not be the best day for trading unless you're not afraid of little news. But I have no idea what Trump's going to be saying or how long he's going to be speaking. It could be nothing. I feel like recently it has been nothing. Or hasn't affected the markets too much. But that might just be me kind of used to like tariffs, that kind of news. I think some props do, but I think most are fine to take trades during news. But I think the main thing that like if they do have a rule against news, it's not like top of the hour, like, you know, oh, we have some ISM services coming out, or like unemployment rates. It's mostly like the big stuff like FOMC or like CPI. I think that kind of news trading. But I think a lot of prop firms are fine if you trade news. I think Funny Ticks is anyways. But yeah, if you're like accidentally in a trade during like the 7:45 news, like right now, you're fine. Same with like 8 o'clock. At least it should be. Looks like it's not really doing anything anyways, so. Every time Trump talks, Nasdaq jumps, no doubt about that. Dude always thinks the economy is great. Yeah, it often does. But sometimes it does dump pretty hard. But that was mostly just like tariff news. Or like stuff with China. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Just like FOMC, CPI, non-farm PR. I'm not familiar with that, but I probably am. Just not like with that specific term for it. But that makes sense. Non-farm payroll reports. Yeah, still not familiar with that one, but that might be more if you're trading like something besides Nasdaq. Like if you're trading like gold or like, I think you can even trade like wheat and like other like commodities for futures. Coal, crude oil, that kind of stuff. Oh, it's the jobs report, like unemployment. Yeah, that makes sense. But see, luckily the thing about that is like all those news events are never during like New York market open. Like usually unemployment change and reports, those are all like an hour before market open. Same with CPI, PPI, that kind of stuff. And usually FOMC is like in the afternoon. Like I'm usually done trading by then. How do you avoid busting? Well, if you're talking about like prop accounts, then risk management. If you're talking about other stuff, that's a good question. Can you place one buy on demo if you have one? I can.
Order filled.
There's a buy on demo for you. Dylan tapping in. Just want to see the volatility. Yeah, this is micros, but I can change this to like points. So 30 points, 23 points. Can zoom in a little bit too. The ATRs are 29, so we are more volatile than normal by a bit. But we're not quite as volatile as we've been in the past when we're like really volatile. And we are kind of chopping a little bit. Oh, that's a good question. If you had to start over from scratch, how would you learn? That's a good one. Because I feel like I definitely would do it a little differently, because I just would know, like, kind of like what information to avoid and what information is a little bit more like valuable. Or before, I was just trying to kind of learn as much as I could about everything. But yeah, I definitely like would agree with Brandon. I'd say like I'd paper trade more. I don't think I paper traded enough when I first started. And yeah, dial in a strategy, stick to a strategy. That was another thing. I changed strategies a lot. I'm still kind of like working on like what really works that I like, that I want to be consistent with, because like I've been profitable or semi-profitable with a couple of different strategies, but then sometimes when I try and mix them or, you know, use different ones at different times, it does make it harder to focus and be really good at just one. So yeah, all really good advice there. I'd probably agree with that. And yeah, don't change your rules. Like sometimes you have to adapt and change a little bit based off volatility and just like how the market is going. But your overall rules should be the same. I would say, I mean, this is just kind of how I started before. Could be good, could be, I mean, might be something I change, but yeah, you'd probably want to like learn a kind of more basic strategy, probably copy it from someone else, and then basically adapt it and make it your own. Like make it into something that you like, add things that make it better for you and helps you be more confident in it. And make it, I mean, just like Brandon said, I mean, he's got really good advice. Adjust it for like your own risk tolerance. Like depending on how you're trading, whether it's a prop firm, whether it's your own money, make it work for you and your position. Because it's really hard to like actually copy someone's strategy kind of one-to-one. Because everyone trades like so uniquely, and like there's more than just like what trades you take, right? It's how you trade, how you manage the trade, risk, all that stuff.
Stop filled.
Looks like we might be going short. Unless it's another kind of fake out with the pennant. Dang, stopped out. L Trader. Facts. Where's the blank name guy? He's gonna come in and be like, bro, you're losing again. Yeah, definitely probably gonna have a lot of manipulation today. I might be a bit hands off. We'll see though. Might have to start pulling up some games. I know I expected some shorts too, but I didn't expect us to chop the 5-minute EMA and never make it to the 15. I was like, oh yeah, surely this will be like a nice kind of easy entry off the open. We just kind of grind up. We bounce off here. We get like a nice 30, 40 points, right? Maybe if there's momentum, right, we kind of hold a little bit longer. But if we're just kind of chopping like this, it's like, oh yeah, let's take our 40 points, 30 points, right? Call it a day. We'd be chilling. Maybe get a second entry as well sometime. I mean, we just... Just shopping. Losing is part of trading. Guys who say I never lose is scammer. Exactly. Exactly. Look at that buy. Yeah, that was a pretty solid buy. I mean, nice little pop up above the 5. He does buy a lot, but I think he also sells a lot too. Do strats vary on what you're trading? I don't know exactly what to call it, but like futures versus crypto. I'd say so. And maybe like, I don't know much about like futures versus crypto specifically, but I know like with Forex ranges a lot more because like there's just not as much like variance in like where price goes. Because Forex is just like a foreign exchange, right? Like the US dollar versus the British pound or, JPY, Japanese yen. So like obviously it's changing constantly, but like it's not like the US dollar is going up to the moon while the yen is dipping down to nothing. So trading those is a lot different because you're taking more like swing trades kind of based off a range, where futures, it's a lot different. I mean, you're taking like little moves in here. Like if I were to take like a big swing trade, I'm trying, I'm up or down like hundreds of points, which you just can't do unless you have millions, like a lot of money to risk. Some strategies, yeah, like Brandon said, you can adapt and you can use kind of both, kind of based off like moving averages, indicators, some of those things. They can carry over for sure. But I definitely think like some of the way that you trade, like crypto could be more similar to futures than like Forex. But it's definitely like its own beast because like it just has different volume, different people buying and selling, different reasons to buy and sell sometimes. But yeah, a lot of people trading futures. I mean, some people will go for some big moves, but usually it is kind of like small to medium moves. Lock in some profits and walk away. Seriously, he'd be asking the guy for $90. How do you even go about finding your own strategy? I started just like looking at YouTube videos. I don't know if that's the best way to do it because there's a lot of BS out there. But I think, like we talked about, where like you kind of like learn a bunch of different things. If I were to do it again, I'd probably know like where to start and where to like what to avoid. But also, it's kind of good to be in the position to learn that. So as much as like if I started over, I might know how to be more efficient with my learning. It's also probably valuable that I was able to learn the good and the bad. So now I can differentiate between the two. Now you're chilling. I appreciate the questions. It's a lot better than if no one was talking or saying anything. So definitely appreciate it. Oh yeah, his 90 is definitely a meme. If anyone gives him 90, I don't know what I was going to say, but I'd probably laugh a little bit. Unless you already gave him 90, that's why he's kind of your mentor, which seems to be working out pretty well for you, so can't. I've not. Okay, good. I mean, I'd say like that's chill or that's fine. I mean, it seems to be working out for you, like I said, but can't really argue against that if you did. But I think it's definitely a meme. And like, I definitely think it's funny if, like, here's the top of the hour news. Could be making that 8 o'clock, or what was I gonna say? 15-minute EMA move. I actually nearly got in there. I still bounced out of it already. How long you recommend paper trading? I would say until you're really, really confident in your trades. But I also wouldn't say like, because some people talk about like, you know, yeah, like wait till you're profitable, wait till like, I don't know, like some say like years. But I'd say that, yeah, the biggest thing is like profitable over like a month at least, and just like confidence. But yeah, I'd say like with Brandon, like 1 to 2 months max, because if you go too long, that's great. But there's a difference between trading demo and trading real money, even prop money. But yeah, it does depend on your confidence. If after 2 months you're not confident, go a little longer. But there's no point in dragging it out because at some point you have to get skin in the game, right? You have to either risk your own money or you have to like buy prop firm accounts and risk prop money. Otherwise, demo is just not the same. Dylan from YouTube recommends cheap evals over paper trading. You have to get used to the emotions. Exactly. That's why I'd say like don't paper trade for too long, because you have to get skin in the game and get used to the emotions that are involved with risk. Because with paper trading, you're not risking anything. Checking my EMA range. It looks like we're in the range here on NQ. Question is, maybe wait for the second entry since we've been chopping a little bit. The news is kind of over technically, unless Trump's going to start saying something crazy. But I don't see a link to a stream or anything. Been stopped out to the tick twice already? Jeez. I mean, if you were trading during this, that might make sense just because of like how wiki it is and choppy. But if you're trading like earlier, it's still unfortunate, obviously. The wiki wacky chop, I like that. I know, looking like we're breaking out here, so maybe hands off still. Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I was also kind of waiting for a little bit better kind of reaction, maybe close out of it. But then the momentum picked up, so I was like, nope. Of course it makes the run out, it stops you out. Yeah, you hate to see it. Today might just be one of those days. It says Trump speaking. I don't know when it says right now, but again, I don't have like a, normally Financial Juice has like a link. It's like a live stream or something, but I don't see any. So not sure what he's saying or if he is speaking, but this definitely could be that BS move we talked about for sure. So do you only trade on market open or do you trade throughout the day? I usually stick to kind of the first couple hours of the day just because they are usually the most volatile and usually have the best opportunity. That's not always true, but it's more true than it's not. So it kind of has like the best odds, you could say. And I try not to trade too long. Like I said, only 2 or 3 hours a day. Even 1 if I can get away with it. Just because the longer you trade, the more you're exposed to risk in the market. And it just gets less exciting after like 11, 12 Eastern. Yeah, probably just gonna get manipulated now. Might just be one of those days. I could be tempted for a sell if we get below the EMA, but Prakash is gonna sell soon as well. It's kind of tempting. About 2 more funny ticks accounts on their 50% sale. Let's go. Actually, I forgot to check this morning. I was just running a little late. Yeah, it's still 50% off, guys. There you go. Ooh, almost got in there, but yeah, it's kind of a little wiki.
Order filled.
We'll give it a go. Scale in below the 1 minute. I think 30 points, maybe even a little bit more. Let me double check. They look like 33. There we go.
Order filled.
Not the best scale. Not exactly sure where my stop is supposed to be. Oh, shoot. Okay. I think my risk is like that. Moving stop loss too fast. Maybe typically, but for this trade and the way that I scaled in, I think it's fine. But yeah, we don't have a lot of momentum. We need to really push through that EMA down to the next one. Parker, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, we might kind of bounce here, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I got like 10 points, which is nice. We're able to scale a little bit, but yeah, I might get stopped out still. Unless we can just like reject this and get a nice little dump. We're starting to kind of just like wick around the 1 minute EMA. Well, that was a close one, but we're back below the EMA there. Might still have a chance, but yeah, we just can't really seem to get below it, unfortunately. Not a fan of that price action. Need to dump. Oh, there we go.
Target filled.
There it is, chat. There's the dump. Jeez. If we had more momentum, I may have held longer. But after clearly seeing, you know, these wicks in the chop earlier, I was like, I'm going for points. And I actually had like the perfect TP there. TP to the tick. Still might draw 500 points like Prakash said. But I just need those points. That's all I need. Lucky guy. Yeah, probably got a little lucky there on my TP. I mean, we could have missed it by a tick and then I'd be wondering if I like just take it off or if I keep trusting it or not. Got a late entry, so not scaling this. Dang. That's always the worst when you get like a bad entry. Mine was pretty solid. But it's just not getting like the full momentum that we should be getting. Luckily we got like a nice little drop down, right? Got our 33 points is what I was targeting. It still could dump though, so you might be chilling. Yeah, I made a little money on this little short. Definitely could, right here, we could take this low out and go screaming down. It's only a matter of time. We have like the volatility to move. We just aren't moving yet. Let's go. Perfect strategy. Yes, sir. $500 points, guys. I know I should just get short now with like my 10 contracts and I get my 500 points. Call it a day. Oh, Dylan looking to long from 420. 420 is always a good level. Yeah, right there. So when we sweep the... Okay, yeah, sweep the lows right there at the bottom of the day. Looking for a buy. Alright, alright. 500 times 20 equals 10,000. That's right. $10,000, chat. We're going down $10,000. And if we times that by 10, because we're going to get 10 contracts, is that $100,000? Buys are scary. Yeah, seriously. I mean, that's what I was saying, like in here when we were getting like these crazy little wicks. It's like every time we dipped below the EMA, the buyers just like bought it right back up. And I nearly got stopped out here too. Kind of crazy. See, the real question is, are these the BS longs? Or are all these little random green candles the BS longs? Oh yeah, crazy wick on the 15. Definitely looks good for the shorts after that wick. Yeah, hopefully the BS long is out of the way. And we can kind of work our way down now. Alvaro, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Ooh, one more manipulation to the upside. I could see it. Kind of push the up here again, maybe. And then wick back down below. Then make the move short. And this could be kind of another entry. I don't know if I trust the momentum that much. Look at that buy. Yeah, that's pretty nice. LOL, my buy looks so funny on the 15. Bought the 15 high and sold the 15 bottom. Or yeah, the other way around, yeah. Yo, what's the cause of the big down candle? If you're talking about like this from earlier, I think that was like Microsoft something. Let me double check. Yeah, so Microsoft lowered their AI software sales. That was the cause of this massive dump. And now we're kind of just chopping. Where you find that news? It's on a website called financialjuice.com. I can't put the link in the chat because it won't let me, but I can put like the word. Of course. 1300R, thank you for the follow. Late to the party, what I miss? Wow, you missed a nice short off the 15 here. Kind of waited for that second entry once we came back down. Nice trade, scaled in, and then got like 33 points out of it. Brian, thank you for the follow. He was sleeping. I just know it.
Order filled.
We'll scale below the 5.
Order filled.
Dang, it's trying to attach my orders to things. I don't like that. Alright, what was that though, chat? Was my stop in the wrong spot? I don't know if it was, but if we lose this trade, I'm not gonna be too happy.
Stop filled.
Dang. We were literally... I mean, last time we hit our TP to the tick. This time we missed it by like a tick. Why'd you move the TP? I don't... Did I? I might have moved the wrong one by accident because when I scaled in, I added like the second TP and I was trying to like get them in the same spot. Dang it. That might have been what happened. Because I thought I was kind of at these lows, so I tried to put it like at the lows, but I might have just moved it a little bit below where it was before. Because I did have it at 33 points, wherever that would have been, which may have hit. Dang, that's unfortunate if I mess that up, but I'll have to go watch back and see exactly what happened so I don't let it happen again. Because yeah, that's the only thing that's kind of finicky is like, you gotta grab the right stop and then sometimes they like combine and then like, yeah, is what it is. Is there a soft breach for funding ticks? Like a daily loss limit? No. If that's what you mean. Second entry for me. This could be a better entry if we are going to make that dump down, but we could be setting up a chop. Yeah, funding ticks doesn't have intraday like live trailing drawdown typically, but they did come out with an option recently, so now you can get cheaper accounts with that. So if you did have an account with a live trailing drawdown, the drawdown is also on unrealized gains, so that could be why. Or sometimes like on platforms, you can like set daily loss limits. But for funding ticks, like the accounts that I'm trading, there's no daily loss limit. And there's end of day drawdown. Yeah, so if it wasn't trailing drawdown, like you should be fine. You check the replay. So my original stop was 775. Well, that takes away a little bit of the regret of like making a mistake, but still really unfortunate we missed it by that much. I don't know, I'm still feeling kind of bearish overall based on the 15. The 5 minute's kind of looking a little bit more bullish. But also, these wicks are kind of nasty. Could be making the move now. He doesn't hate you. I mean, maybe. I don't know. But probably not. No bias, just watching. Well, hopefully you enjoy the show. No bias because you're too busy sleeping. That's a good way to put it. Looks like the sell's kind of working out though. Probably scaling here. Target kind of a similar spot. Thor, thank you for the follow. Saying that 500 level. NQ does not like it. It's wicking the lows again. All right, what was that? Good thing I was not in short. Because once again, would have missed my TP probably by a couple points. And then we're gone stopped out probably with some slippage. Crazy pop. News? There's not planned news, but there could be some like breaking news or like a tweet or something. I'm not seeing anything, but also like mine's a little delayed because I don't pay for like the premium version of whatever this website, Financial Juices, or the elite version. That's crazy. That's one tick from TP. Hey, that was just like me earlier. We're like the same now. Got that random pop plus 500. I'll take it. Hey, you gotta take it when you can. Me and Brandon, Mr. TP by a tick. Got stopped out. But it's good that you were able to profit off of that. I guess if you're trading the range and you just trade like 514 or somewhere down here, it's not a bad long. Just, you know, play off the bottom of the range. Oh yeah, the algo's going crazy right now. Well, maybe we are a little more bullish now. Doesn't crypto opposite futures usually? I don't know. I haven't heard that yet, but definitely could be true. Ooh, Prakash is saying it's still gonna sell. Definitely wouldn't be surprised if it does. Yeah, kind of same here. Unless I take like a 70 RSI sell. But I don't know if I want to trust that too much. If we do decide to just kind of keep pumping up. I mean, yeah, if we get below the 15, the 5, like we could sell off again. Could have a little dump here. But yeah, kind of losing the momentum going into 11. Don't know if I'll get any more entries either. Also, might be kind of happy. I mean, this trade was obviously really unfortunate. Should have won it. I mean, should is always like a tough word to throw out in trading. Because obviously the market just didn't go down there. But almost could have won this trade. Got a little bit more, like literally tick. Couple ticks lower. Or a couple points, I guess. A little unfortunate, but the first trade, killer. So yeah, up $400 on one account and then down like 100 on the other. See, that's not bad though. That's some pretty solid risk to reward right there. I'm definitely kind of liking this strategy more and more as I do it more. I did trade 2 contracts this time instead of 1 on the micros. So yeah, instead of risking like 40, I think it's $46, I'm risking like 92 per trade. But obviously if I'm making like 350 to 400 per trade, I know the scaling RR gets kind of crazy. Because yeah, I could lose like 4 trades and then I'd finally give up the profit that I made on that previous trade on the other account. So kind of nice. And that's just trading like two micros, scaling into like 6. 6 total, adding 4. Yeah, I raised the initial today just to 2 because I'm feeling a little bit more confident. But also because I'm running out of time on these evals, specifically this one. I still have like a couple weeks, but also knowing that like the momentum and volatility is going to go down since we're in December, and especially like the week of Christmas and the week after, we're not going to get like much trading at all. So I basically have like this week, next week, and maybe the next week. So we'll say like 2 weeks plus the rest of this week to like pass these accounts before I have to like pay another monthly fee. Also, I got another Funny Ticks account with the 50% off, and they changed their system. So now instead of like a recurring monthly fee, your prop account just ends after a month. So you basically just have a month to pass it, which is usually what I try and do anyways, because I don't want to pay extra for it. But yeah, basically on one of the accounts I have till December 31st to pass. And then the other eval I have December 19th. So I'm just trying to expedite the process a little bit for December, especially knowing that it's going to get less and less volatile and less momentum as we go into the month. Because December is just not the best for trading. But yes, raise my initial to 2. Might even do more. But I think 2 is fine because then I get like a nice daily profit of 400 or like using like 350. And risking only like 100 is pretty solid. So I might stick with that. Maybe I'll go up to 3, which would put my risk at like 46 times 3, like 120, 130, 138. It's also not bad for like a daily loss. Assuming I only take like 1 loss a day, which also I don't mind doing as long as I can hopefully get these accounts passed before their end date. Bro, I had my stop and it filled me at 1 point below it. Then it literally ran straight up right after. Jeez. Yeah, that's the nice part about like streaming and recording this kind of stuff is like I can go back and watch it and then I can get extra angry about it. I'm just kidding. But like it is nice to be like, what the heck just happened? And like go and actually watch it again. Yeah, I get pretty bad slippage too on these like evals, so it doesn't really make sense because like it's not only like it's a sim environment in general because it's like an evaluation, but even the funded accounts are like they're sim funded. So they should still get like sim fills. So yeah, like how is there slippage in sim eval and sim funded? I don't know. Because yeah, if I'm trading like a demo account, like if I switch over to like my paper account,
Order filled.
throw on a trade, I got like no slippage like ever. Like if I'm down like 30 bucks and I close
Order
it,
filled.
I get negative $30. Like even on a market order. Like it's just that simple. But we were trading like these accounts, that doesn't happen. They go back and cry about it over and over again because the world is out to get us. It is. The market makers are here and they don't like us. And that's a fact. Yeah, it is a little kind of sketch seeming sometimes. It's like they purposely kind of lag it a little bit just to kind of like mess up your fills and hope that you like, you know, make mistakes, get emotional and blow up your account. Possibly. I wouldn't put it past them. But luckily it's like, you know, if you lose like $5 to $10 of slippage on a mini, it kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. But they're definitely going to stack stuff against you, I think, for sure. I don't know if they can like control the market, like stopping you out and then running the market up, but they definitely could mess with the fills. And the slippage. Like there was a day a couple weeks ago, you guys were probably here for it. But it's like I'm trading. I was trading a mini. I was trading my normal like scalp setup with like going for 12.5 points, $250, you know. And like I'd move my stop to break even, but I put it like 2 ticks above break even, so I'd be like $10 in profit because I would cover like fees and a little bit of slippage. But on a couple of those trades, I got like negative like $20, even though my stop loss was $10 in profit. Like that's some pretty bad slippage. And like we said, on a sim eval or sim funded, that shouldn't be happening. But what can you do? Okay, guys, seems the market's gonna take a bit of a while to drop. But eventually it will. Eventually. Gotta go to work at 1. So you still got like 2 hours, right? You're chilling. It'll probably drop before then. But also it might wait until like power hour to drop. Maybe not power hour, but just like, yeah, kind of after lunch. It might just kind of like slow grind up, maybe chop for the next couple hours, and then after lunch it'll might pick up and get the drop. Hypothetically. Coon, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. K-dubs, like it live. It's been a while. Been a while. Yes, sir. Get the money? Oh, of course, of course. Not a bad day. Up 400 on one account, down 100 on the other. Might be kind of hands off for the rest of the day, but we'll see. Oh, why are you not selling? I don't know, man. I'm kind of scared to sell. And if I were to sell, I'd probably wait for us to get below the 5 and 15 EMA, which right now are like in the exact same spot on NQ. Look at 1 hour 20 EMA, please. Let's see. I'm going to look at it on my trading view because it's easier to like change. Oh, we are bouncing off of that. Well, the 20 are also pretty close to the 9 on the 1 hour. So it could be nice sell. So it's kind of picking up some momentum here. Possibly. Don't want to jinx it. I might have jinxed it. But yeah, like I said, kind of happy with just like the trade so far today. Good win. Again, a little unfortunate about the second one because I could have easily won that. Or maybe even just like, I know break even's not, you know, it's against the rules. But definitely could have like trailed or locked in some profits there. So it didn't come all the way back and stop me out after I got that close to my TP. But only be down 100. Not that bad either. So not too upset. And definitely not feeling any FOMO to get in any more trades. Hey, no break even, Gingy. Exactly. So I didn't. I knew you'd get mad at me if I did. Even if it saved me $90. You still would have been like, what are you doing? Come on, man. And I would have been like, yeah, you're right. You're right. But I might have said like, oh, but I would have lost. So I saved myself $95. You would have said, yeah, but that doesn't matter because on a different trade, not going break even would have helped you win the trade still. And you're probably right. So if I'm gonna trade your strategy, I gotta follow the rules. Man, he's talking to himself. I'm just playing out this situation, how it would have gone. It's more like a role play. I don't know. Maybe I am going crazy. I only got 6 hours of sleep last night, which I know for some people is a lot. And for me, it's probably average, actually. But I definitely prefer 7 to 8. Talking to Star Wars Ghost me. Exactly. He's sitting over in the corner of the room. I can see his ghost, and he's saying, "Don't go break even." Oh yeah, those TikToks, the guy rejecting himself first before the girl does. Yeah, yeah. Or like when he does like the girl voice and he's like, "Oh, I'm actually not that interested," or "I have a boyfriend," and he's like, "Oh, my bad," even though she didn't say anything. Exactly. And I ain't lift y'all from one good trade a day suspension either. That's also true, which is why the second trade I took on a different account. So I think that's maybe that's a loophole. Maybe I still broke the rule, but you know, got the win on this account. I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm done. I'm not touching these profits. I want to lock them in. I was like, I'll trade on my other account, see if we can catch another win. So maybe I broke the rule, but also trying to get this other account up too, you know? Anyone in? I am not, but it looks like it's pretty decent, especially if I did get in around like the 580s when we were talking about it. We've gone almost like 30 points out of it. Got 8 on points out already. Nice. Good work. Good work. You said 6 points, and at first I was like, only 6 points? Like, what are you doing? But then I forgot you're trading ES. And 6 points is a decent amount. What I need to do is I need to make chat code me something for NinjaTrader that shows me what 75% of the ETR is automatically. So I don't have to go to my calculator every time I'm trying to figure out where to put my TP. Because I think Techflu has something like that for his setup. So I definitely need to get something like that too. So I can just look over at the 15 and say, oh, it's a 52 ATR. My TP should be this instead of what's 75% of 52? 39. I'm pretty quick with the calculator, not gonna lie. But could be quicker. I am Asian, just to let you know. Nice. Where's bet on a guy? He likes Asian women, more specifically Chinese women. I don't know if you're a girl. I'm guessing you're not. But just thought I'd throw that out there, just in case. I'm good with math. See, it's not racist if he says it. Exactly. Definitely not racist if he says it. And yeah, if he's good with math, I'm not going to argue with that. I wish I was better at math. I get jealous sometimes. I'm not bad though. It was one of my better subjects in school. Sometimes I lower the TP by a hair when I'm doing the 75% calculation. That's not a bad idea though. Just because like, Right, they stop short sometimes. Sometimes I do that too, like, because like you've seen before, like I'll usually go for like a 1-to-1. And with the 250, I was trying to keep that pretty static, but also like that's like a newer thing from the last like couple months. Like if you saw me trade back in like August or July, I don't think I did the 250. I just did like for a bull flag. We'll just say this is a good bull flag. I would have had my entry here. Stop, I would have just put at the low. And then TP would have been like 1-to-1. But sometimes I would lower it to like the high of here. Or just below 1-to-1 because kind of expecting it to like stop short sometimes. And yeah, on this trade, if I did lower it a little bit to like these highs, which is like a good level, regardless of what the ETR is, it would have gone filled versus like just below the lows. So still unlucky, didn't get filled, but yeah, never hurts to like put your TP down a couple texture points just in case. Like the day when it's NQ 32 on 5-minute ATR, I'll say 30. Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of round down a little bit. Did someone mention Chinese girls? Oh, there he is. I was like, I know he's in the chat, but like he must have been focused on the trading, which is obviously the priority. That's nicely snagged. $800 though. That's what I like to see. Definitely gonna be done after that. Yeah, he was locked in, but then he did not forget about the Chinese girls. Yeah, Prakash mentioned how he is Chinese, so he's good at math. Obviously, based off the name and the fact that he day trades, he's probably not a girl. But I was like, oh, this guy likes Chinese girls, so you never know. Chinese girls, Chinese people, what's the difference? Exactly, so there you go. Loyal and spicy, what more can you need? Think it will break upside? Maybe. We're looking a little more bullish now, but also could break below these EMAs and get a nice fat dump. I don't know what Shide means, but I'm guessing it's funny. I mean, I have a Chinese look apparently, and they call my G of China because she with me, so I guess. Nice, nice. That just means those are okay. Okay, cool, cool. I forgot that Spanish. China and China are spelled the same. Yeah, that's just how you like pronounce it based off the spelling in Spanish. China. I know a little Spanish. Un poquito, but not a lot. When I say it, it sounds funny to them and they love it. Hey, that's awesome. I mean, I'm sure if I was Chinese and I heard some Americans trying to like pronounce their language and say things, I'd probably be pretty attracted to that or be like, oh, like that's cool. That's cute. Thank you for the roses. Appreciate it. Get away from my number one. Sorry, Brandon's number one. You can't take that away from him. That's all he has. He doesn't have anything else. Just kidding. Oh, we got some GGs as well. I never know like what any of those are, like roses or the GGs or like the difference between them. But I'm always grateful. Yeah, he got $800 today, so he's got to share the love. This is cheating. Yeah, you're probably going to get number one with those GGs. Spread the payout money around. That's right. Spread the love. I just come to say, Sal. Hey, well, you're still number 3, so congratulations. How do you keep us on this one? Yeah, I'm not totally convinced quite yet. Waiting on that 90. You might be waiting a long time. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but I did get a new mic. Hopefully it sounds better. It was not a waste of money. Before I was literally just using like my headset mic for my gaming headset with some like filters and stuff. And it didn't sound bad, but there's a Black Friday deal, so I got a nice actual mic with like a little boom arm. Kind of fancy. Less talking, more trading. You make a good point. You make a good point. Nice little Cyber Monday buy. Exactly. Oh, this could be the dump Prakash has been waiting for. Yeah, we finally got below the 15 and the 5. So this could be the move. Or we might set up. I'll move here in a second. Kind of set this move up and then come back, pull back, and then bounce off the 15. Could be kind of nice. But yeah, pretty bipolar market today. I mean, basically, we've just been like uptrending slowly the whole time with like a mixture of chop. But low key, we kind of have like a 15-minute bear flag, like a really big one forming. And we've kind of broken that. Or maybe not quite. You could say this is the flag. Like, we're about there. If we start dumping, especially down to like the 520s further, We might dump all the way down to like 455. And that's just like on like short-term drop. Prakash still could be right about the 500-point drop. I don't know if I have time to wait for that, but if you do, good for you. And good luck. Yeah, especially if we close this 15-minute candle below the EMA. It might be a nice little second entry short. Don't know if I'll take it though, like I said, kind of done the day. But I might snag one more on this account that's down 100 to see if I can get a good trade on it. Make back the losses, but kind of a bipolar market. Don't want to force anything. No more 500, max 200. That's fair. I'd say that's probably more realistic, especially now. Yeah, end of the day in profit, I'm good for the day. That's what I'm saying. I'm overall in profit besides this one account, but I mean, if you just do the math, it's like, even though I'm down 100, I'm up 400 on the other accounts, so I'm still technically in profit. I'm not complaining. And yeah, if I was like in drawdown, climbed out of it, that's usually when I'd call it a day for like my risk. Usually if I win, I call it a day and I'm happy. But if I lose, I might try and make it back a little bit. And if I make back and get back to break even or a small profit, usually I'm content. I don't need to like make a profit after I'm in drawdown most of the day. Sell. This could be the spot. We're in our little zone on the 15. I was kind of waiting for the 15 to close below, which still could happen. But I was kind of hoping it would close like down here and then get the pullback. So I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen there. We'll see though. All right, nice close below the 15 on the 15-minute chart. Kind of still in this area here. Could be a nice sell. Can have a bear flag forming as well on the 1 minute. Definitely could be a good sell. Just don't know if I really need to take it since I'm already like up on the day and it's after 11 a.m. Yeah, so not really waiting. Just deciding if I want to keep trading or not. Because like, I think I'm content being done for today. Like I said. But if something's really tempting, I might take it. But also I've done that before and lost money. And then it hurts because it's like, well, if I just would have been done like I said I was going to be, I'd be fine. Anyways. Yeah, I took one off the book trade at 11:11, but rules are from 9:11 exactly. It's 11:17. Also, if I would have shorted in here, I would have gone stopped out. It's a good thing I did not do that. Because I think so, 40. Not sure exactly where my stop would have been, but somewhere up here in the 60s. But yeah, I'm happy. Happy in profit. Kind of just chilling. This could still work out, especially if we reject the 5 and the 15. Go for that second entry down here somewhere. But yeah, it's almost lunchtime. I'm kind of like working with chat a little bit to code this indicator too to see if that will make things easier for me. Work with chat. GPT, yes. Sorry, my friends got me to like start using that as like just the abbreviation. Instead of saying chat GPT, you just say chat. Like, yeah, just gotta go ask chat real quick. But obviously that I can see where that could be confusing when while I'm streaming. Not working with you chat, but with AI chat. Been on the GPT life for so long at this point. I pay the yearly. Dang. I probably need to, especially like for how much I use it. Luckily, I get like enough. Like I probably could get away with not paying for it just because I don't use it like that much. Like once I hit my daily limit, it's not like I really need to go over it. But they did give me like a 1 month free trial. And this last month I've been using it a bit. And it's very nice that I can just like go in and ask it so many questions and like really fine tune things. Yeah, in college definitely makes sense. I think they give it like at a discount or for free for some college students, but I can't remember. That's very nice because I would definitely be using that a lot if I was in school. And even now, I mean, for like different coding things, trading things, like it's just really nice. My college did not approve. Frick. That's unfortunate. I mean, yeah, I can see why not, because some people just use it to cheat. Also, Carmen, thank you for the follow. But at the same time, like, it's like a calculator. Like, a calculator is used to like make math more efficient and to like check your answers. And AI is basically the same thing, but just like for the internet instead of like for math and numbers, if that makes sense. Because AI just makes like finding information on the internet and compiling it into like an idea so much easier. Because if I'm like trying to Google stuff, I have to like check like 5 different websites and different like forums or posts and whatevers. But AI, just I look up a question, it'll basically go to all the different resources out there and be like, this is like the average answer, or this is like the best solution based on what the internet says. So pretty cool. Right. Very powerful tool, not like a do it for me tool. This could be the short entry if you're going to take it, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it too much. At least once we get below the 15. Well, I got it to work. I now have a little indicator on my 15-minute chart that has the normal ATR. And also has another line, which is 75% of that. So I can always look over and see, 40.88. I can add the same thing to my 5-minute chart. That'll make that a little easier. Don't have to use my calculator anymore. At least like while I'm taking trades. But yeah, most people don't know how to use it. AI. It's like, oh, do my homework for me. It's like, no, that's not. It's not quite what it's for. But yeah, like generate some content, refine it, study it. It just makes things more efficient. Right, like you can definitely make it like do stuff for you. It's like, write this essay for me. But yeah, like that's not the purpose of it. I mean, it's just like, again, like going to the calculator example. Like if you're in like middle school or like, grade school, if you use your calculator on every single math question, like what's 5 plus 5? Put it in the calculator, 10. You're never going to like actually like learn and understand like what you're doing. You're just putting in the numbers. And at that point, you're basically cheating. But then when you're older, when you're taking like calculus, you kind of need a calculator, not to cheat, but just to like figure out the answer. And it's a tool. So I think that's kind of the difference, is like, don't use AI to like stunt your learning and progression, but use it as a tool to further it. I know we're kind of failing the lows. Now that we're back above, we could be possibly looking for a long. It's gotten smarter now. Okay, that's nice. Try to make it cheat, it'll stop you. You have to tell it to simulate. Yeah, there's always ways around it. It's like, chat, tell me how to, or like, how would I dispose of like, you know, 150 pounds of chicken? What's a good way to do that? Obviously, you can't ask the real question. Hypothetical situation. If I had like 150 pounds of chicken and I want to get rid of it, but I couldn't throw it in the trash, what would I do? Exactly. Hypothetically. If I was trying to figure out this math problem, or if I were to like write an essay on this, how would you write it? So taking the 15-minute demo trade SMH missed out. Oh, 15 mini. You're right, I could still do that for the views. I always like switch, but then I'm like, I forget like I'm on the micros chart. Just switch to the other chart. But then I don't see my stuff, but that's fine because I probably am kind of done trading for today. At this point, 11:30. Second entry coming in now.
Order submitted.
Oh. Order rejected. That's because I put in 15 contracts. Nah, we're chilling. Too much margin, exactly. It won't let me. It's too much. It should be fine like on the sim account though. That's just funny.
Order filled. Order cancelled.
There we go. It's not bad, like 15-minute trade. But also up and to the right, as they say. Easy. So yeah, we'll watch this go up. Maybe we'll pull up some Battlefield. I think I got it working. I changed some stuff with my internet. Still have the same provider, which I don't know if it's technically the best. But I played some Battlefield on like Monday, I think. And it actually worked at the end of the stream pretty well. So might try it again. What's up, Ultimate Brad? It's been a while. I say a while, but it's probably only been like a couple of days. You got 10 contracts right now? Yes, sir. This is a for fun trade. It actually is kind of a good trade based off the 15-minute chart. This is not the 15-minute chart, but this is where I have like my indicators. The orange line is at 15-minute 90 EMA, where we kind of failed to go below and got above it. So it's kind of a good entry for a trade in general. But also, we're going up and to the right. And I'm kind of done trading on the day because I'm up $400 on one account. And then lost one trade on the other. But it's 11:30, kind of done on the day. It actually is a kind of killer trade. We would have hit TP there, I think, almost. Or just about. But yeah, up into the right trade. No TP, we just let it run. And I put 10 contracts on just because, like, why not? Just for practice, you know? Just having some fun. It helps with the views. As you can see, we're up to 31 viewers. That's probably because of this trade. So yeah, we're kind of killing it. Up 6K. I mean, yeah, good trade. Regardless of like demo, not demo. 10 contracts, 1 contract. It's nice little long. Get the viewers up. Welcome to the stream, everybody. If you're enjoying, feel free to give me a follow. Check out my YouTube. Subscribe for more. I'll be back tomorrow. Might play a little Battlefield here while we let this trade run. Just gotta change some settings though. Oh dang, it's really going now. What are we? We're up like 45 points. Yeah, that definitely would have hit TP. Jeez, I should have taken it on my actual account. What am I thinking? Just kidding, we're chilling. I'm not too upset. But it is fun to see like these crazy numbers. But yeah, we're going for the highs. Took out these previous highs and now we might be going for the overnight highs before the news. How dare you not take the 10-minute trading main? I actually tried. Just kidding. That's why it gave me the order rejection error. Is because like I didn't switch over to sim and 15 contracts was too many. And I was like, oh, I better switch this to the sim. So that actually was a little scary for a second. But good thing I cannot take 15 contracts on my funding ticks accounts. That won't happen again though, because it almost happened. I'm glad it didn't. And now it's not going to happen again. Dang, 10 contracts. That's right. Not like for real, unfortunately. But we did take the trade for real. It's just not on my prop accounts. It helps the views get up. As you can see, we're at 36 viewers right now, which is above average. So that's kind of what it's for. Get some more followers. But yeah, let me know how the stream looks. It should be pretty good. I think it's mostly fixed. I don't know how that guy did that. Like, this movement was crazy. Almost 2K followers. I need 5 more. Jeez, yeah, get this man to 2K. Also, get me to 1K so I can put links in my bio. That's got to be like the most annoying thing, is that I can't put a link in my TikTok bio. You're at 2K followers? Wait, no, you're not. I was gonna say, like, I don't think I am. I'm only at like 700. But soon I'll be at 2K. I keep wondering if I should start streaming. I mean, it's definitely not for everybody. But definitely could be the move for you. You'll be hearing me rage a lot, LMAO. Yeah. I have to try a decent amount not to. I'm definitely not like a big rager, luckily, but I definitely am not guilt-free of that. Actually, like, that's actually something that's kind of helped me with almost. Which has kind of been nice. Is like, it's a lot easier to keep my emotions in check. And like make maybe better trades, or just like kind of keep my cool when I'm streaming, because I know people are watching. NQ. Yes, this is NQ. NQ Futures. Oh, a little lag there. Way better than before though, so I can't complain too much. Little jump scare there. Are you trading or playing BF6? I'm doing both, believe it or not. Francisco, thank you for the follow. What strategy do you use? This is based off the 15-minute 9 EMA. That's what this orange line is. So I got in, like, once we got above it in here. I just have it on a different chart over here, but it's the same idea. But yeah, really good entry there before this momentum picked up. So kind of nice. Do you live trade daily? Yes, every single day. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. But yeah, you can never go wrong with the EMAs. They might seem like the most like simple thing, or one of the more simple things, but they can be pretty killer. Like this trade, for example. Gonna study your chat here, obviously, since that's something I'm not. I mean, this trade definitely maybe got a little lucky, but also, yeah, just pretty good entry. He's seen my calls. Yeah, this one was all Brandon. Just kidding. Not all Brandon, but I will give him some credit because he was calling it out. And I wasn't going to take it, but then I was like, oh, I should take it for like practice, even though I'm done trading today. You can see my P&L on the top, $400 on one account, down 95 on the other. Kind of done on the day. Don't want to take any more trades, but saw this setup, decided to take it on this other account for practice. And obviously it's working out really well. A mono trader, thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, feel free to join the lives and hang out and hopefully learn a thing or two, but definitely don't blame me if you lose money. Trade at your own risk. David, thank you. Rocio, thank you as well for the follow. Good trade, bro. Yeah, this is a pretty good one. Kind of wish I took it on my prop account. Would have been kind of nice. Yeah, I'm down 409 Q. It was too choppy for me to clear my thoughts. Yeah, today definitely wasn't the best day. It was pretty choppy, like almost all of today. Like we chopped down here, then here, and then here. And then we finally got this little push up. But I mean, we're still kind of in this range. We just barely are kind of out of it at the top. So that makes it a little tricky, obviously. Definitely not the best day. I'll show you my first trade I took though. Yeah, we just got this short. Obviously, we're in kind of this big downtrend from the overnight. And then we rejected out the 15-minute EMA again. Kind of went above it, then came back below it. Took some trades, scaled in here, and then took profit down here. So again, small little move. But then we just kind of chopped and we weren't able to really make any more money besides that until this setup here, which obviously is working out pretty well. Oh, I can't see him. Dude, that jump was crazy. This guy's moving like a ninja. I didn't know you could move like that in this game. So we're pulling back a little bit. too many of them. That's a bad spot. But guys, if you haven't checked out Funny Ticks yet, they're still running their Black Friday 50% off deal. You can get a brand new 50K prop firm evaluation for like less than $40, I think, or around 45 with the 50% off if you use my code. And then you get a pretty good account with pretty good rules and no activation fee. So that's the all-in price. End of day drawdown, all the good stuff. There's an option for live trailing if you prefer that, but pretty good deal if you want to check them out. Funny Ticks, code BANG, 50% off. Might be one of the last days that we have that, so take advantage of it while you can. Also, help me get 1,000 followers. Please. So I can get that link in my bio. Appreciate it. Egg Farm, thank you, thank you. Positive as well. Thank you for the follow. I'll check it out, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, help supports the channel, and like I said, it's just one of the best deals out there right now, regardless of like what prop firms you like, what you don't like. I mean, some of the rules are very similar to Top Step, I'd say, as far as comparison goes. But Top Step is just more expensive. Like you have to pay like $50 for a 50K account and then an activation fee of like $130. Or you can pick the option without an activation fee. But then you're paying like $90. Yeah, and like Top Step's good, don't get me wrong. But you're paying like $90 with no activation fee. Or you're paying $50 plus activation, which is 50 plus 130. Which ends up being like... Oh, I tried to duck. Did not work. Joel, thank you for the follow. But yeah, after that, you're like 50 plus 130. You're like $180 in for your 50K account. But Funny Ticks has no activation fee on any accounts. And the 50K account, there's a couple different options you can choose from. Some of them a little bit more. But if you get the cheapest ones with the lower reward cap, it's like $45 right now or less. And if you pick live trailing drawdown, it's like $38 or something. I should probably double check so I can actually like say the right thing. But I'm in the right ballpark. Under $50 for a 50K account, no activation fee. With the very similar rules, like drawdown and stuff to Top Step. And like the payouts too. Like 90 a month, you really shouldn't get it unless you can pass in the same month. Exactly. It's kind of what you have to do. Pass in a month. Otherwise you're paying 90, then 90 more. It adds up pretty quick. Dang, my aim was terrible there. And the grenade launcher was not very cool. User, thank you for sharing the live. Not the best game. A little bit of lag there, but not too bad. Looks like we're kind of pulling back now, though. Just a little bit. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Oh, so I'm gonna mute for a sec, but I'll still be playing and trading.
you can!
More objectives out. Objective marked. We need you supporting the attack.
Contact! Enemy helicopter!
We now hold objective Bravo.
Sniper contact! Stay low!
Be advised, Delta is under attack. Charlie.
Spotted enemy vehicle.
Be advised, hostiles are assaulting Echo. We're attacking objective Bravo.
Eyes on AT.
Enemy attack confirmed at Echo.
Order submitted.
Sorry about that. Just talking with my buddy about some stuff. But thanks for sticking around, guys. He might call back in a little bit. We'll see. I might end the stream soon. It's about lunchtime for me. But I might finish this game too. We'll see. Kind of enjoying it. Enjoying the sniper. Kind of nice. Trade's working out pretty nicely though. Let's see if we get to the overnight highs up here. Appreciate all the new followers as well. Don't know if I said thank you to you guys yet. Oh. Hit a good snipe there. Can't blame him for that. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Alright. Oh, he's calling again. 1 second.
We're on the opposite roof of us. I pinged it.
right, chat. I'm back. Sorry about that. Just on the phone, just chilling. But thanks for hanging out still. Pretty solid trade, not gonna lie. Off the 15-minute 9 EMA that I talked about earlier. You can see here on this other chart on the orange line. Took it like back here somewhere and working out pretty well. I had some good games of Battlefield as well. Is this live or prop? This right here is it's a demo trade. That's why there's 10 contracts. But you can see my P&L in the top left. See my mouse kind of going over it right now. That's my prop with funny ticks. So yeah, I already made like $400 on this account and then lost 95 on this other one. And then I was kind of done on the day, so I took this last trade just on a demo. But yeah, 400 is pretty good. So I was like, I'm going to call it a day. Don't want to get back my profits. So kind of just chilling. But thank you for all the new followers. Since I've been on the phone, I got like 10 new people here. Rumber, Uradani, Kid Phoenix, Andreas, OGC Breeze, Prestige, Mige, Banyan, OD Trader, Kappa, Top Secret. Bunch of new ones. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, prop firms are kind of goated. I'm not going to lie. Funny Ticks right now has their 50% off, which is one of the best deals that they have ever given. It actually is the best deal they have ever given. And you can get a 50K account, no activation fee for less than $50 right now. So if you want to check them out, appreciate it. If you use my code, you get a nice little discount, help support the channel, help me continue to grow. But yeah, thank you for all the new followers. We're getting closer and closer to 1,000. Once we get 1,000, I can give that link in bio and everything. So it's a good goal that we got right now. But yeah, it's about a little bit past my time I normally end the stream. I appreciate all you guys sticking around. I might close the trade here. We're kind of just chopping around.
Order filled.
Call that a nice win, 12K. Or I think that's like 60 points. Got in down at 61. Got out 620. So yeah, 60-point win there. Pretty nice. But I'm going to go eat some lunch. It's probably just going to chop around anyways. So I'm going to end the stream here. But I'll be back tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. If I haven't followed already, feel free to give me a follow. I'll be back. Hope to see you guys again. Or also go check out my YouTube. I'm almost at 100 subscribers. I'm at 97 right now. So if you want to go subscribe, help me get to 100. I would appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully see you guys tomorrow for another stream. Peace out. Goodbye.